And it should be live. If I remember correctly, I wanted to go with this set here, because it is healing on it. On the main weapon with no negative effects. Okay, and we are live. Therefore, good evening. So, last run, last time, got to Clovis. Got beat up by Clovis. Getting to him, I think, shouldn't be all that much of a challenge, especially if I start with both a heal and the spiked shield. Beating him again, then a different story. Okay. Snake Temple as the very first thing. Nice to see. Worst plus first. Always a pleasure. Apparently I also am gonna need the healing if I fail a parry against one of those guys. Check the constitution, I don't need the healing yet. And I have a hammer. So walls and traps should not be an issue. Torch Lizard's Fire, Torch of Sorrow as the very first curse is basically a blessed run. And a vault on the second room. Don't fuck up now. Oh yeah, by the way, the walls don't get hit by enemies, traps don't count. Traps can hit you. Not trying to parry a guy because I don't have that timing out. Fire attacks, not an issue. A bow, also not that relevant. The shield and main weapon affixes are doubled. That's generally always plus 60% damage in the darkness. I personally like the barbed shield better for bosses mainly. But I want to try the plus 60% damage and upgrade the sword a bit. Okay, healing fountain, not needed. Get free dexterity instead. Especially one important thing is I am basically always in darkness now. If I, just turn that off. And that. So, I have good heal, and this should be really good damage. Especially if I can manage to upgrade it, or if I get something better here. Plus 60% damage against bosses would be really good as well. Additional plus 2% damage per dexterity could also be really good. Like at the moment that's only 12%, but every point of dexterity would give me 4% more base damage. Oh. Preferably I'd have something that can heal me. Okay, I got nothing. Well, that was a waste of favor. I will not fight the boss, because the only curse I can get rid of is the one I would like to keep. Base that from Maces is a no. Fuck. Ah, I forgot the third hit. One positive effect is of course that the shield doesn't accidentally kill people. He missed me. It just very deliberately kills people. Yeah, I should have waited for stamina first. Base natural whips is a no. Looks like a relic. It is indeed a relic. I'll just take this. Additional gains when sacrificing something to the gods. Always nice to have, especially later on when you can heal like 60% of your max health in a single sacrifice, or get 6 constitution or something. I'm actually surprised at the lack of archers until now. Normally the snake guys, the archers, and the weird claw boys from the fire temple are the first enemies you have anywhere. Right, it costs money now. Oh yeah, second curse. I didn't even look what the second curse was. Ah yeah, the doors, of course. I'm just gonna turn off the light. healer dies first. .40 damage against. Now here's the thing, because of the main weapon affixes are doubled, I do not want to take anything here that's bad. But the damage against uninjured enemies, good for clearing rooms, I guess. Not good against bosses, okay for clearing rooms, I guess. And I get Witch Curse. Other curses are unknown. So that one's flying because the doors are okay. 300 gold is a bit, but I think it's sustainable. So, with the claws I get 2 hits. With the sword I guess I get... it's one of those annoying ones where I'd rather dodge. Because it's... just 1 hit is too short, 2 hits is too long. Yeah, as I thought, damage is a bit lacking here. And I keep forgetting that the charge attack doubles the damage I deal. Okay, I think I got the timing. Well, let that one hit me. You die now. But thankfully I basically only need to upgrade the sword now. I don't need to kill those guys anymore. Only upgrade the main weapon, secondary keep just stays a bomb. Lightning attacks, nope. Minus 30% damage taken from champions and bosses is a year. I thought that only goes up to 20%. I should get a curse from this. Basically locked in then, so I need to take a lot of corruption to not lose any of the good curses. I could lose the door curse though. That's not that bad, I think. Okay, please be Fire Temple. Blood or things to no cost corruption, it costs health instead. That one's banned. Okay, it's the Eagle Temple. Because I want corruption. I need to make sure that the curses I currently have, especially the Torch of Sorrow, is not in risk of just being tossed randomly by a boss. That's unleashed. I'm gonna let you live, so you can shoot at me. Nothing over here. Okay. Lightning baby, please die. Oh, this is one of those. Gonna let you live so you can shoot at me. Basically kills himself with that. See, the cast shield is basically just a ranged spike shield. More stats, take that. It has some advantages, like the attacks. If the original attack is piercing, that one would also be piercing. Critical damage. The finisher is a crit. So I'm gonna take that, if even only for the finisher. Oh, okay. I wanna know something, and it will probably kill me, but it would be worth it. I know that the lightning is not a melee attack for the spiked shield, because I tried that. Okay, yeah, as I thought, it will probably kill me. Okay, it is also not a ranged attack. So you can just not return the damage from that thing. That's a bit disappointing. I would have hoped that you could either return it with a spike shield as a melee attack, or basically just toss the lightning back with the curse shield here. But yeah, crit slaps. The finisher crit definitely slaps pretty hard. I just like if the finisher also did the ranged attack thing, like the charged attacks. Okay, shield definitely not slapping as hard as the finisher. Considering that the damage I took was basically intended to be taken, was basically intended, I can't be mad at this fight. It's 5 dexterity, yes. That's why we take the increased offering. I don't think I need to take a heal here, because the door will probably heal me to full anyway. Not quite, 125, yeah. Curse. Runic X activate automatically. Shouldn't be all that much of an issue if I remember correctly. Basically the 3 temples have 3 different areas all the time. And for the final area here, it's they take the first for the first temple, the second for the second, etc. And the second temple contains more of these pillars instead of the runic eggs. Like there are a few runic eggs in the I still hate that pattern. Don't even know if you could parry that. The runic eggs aren't that much of an issue in the second part of the temple. I believe they're more prevalent in the third part, in the Spires of Lightning. And the second part, the laboratory, is more those pillars as mentioned that just blow up around you. Can you stop? I hate the room. Lightning attacks, not gonna happen all that much. Unless I get a really good lightning weapon. And yeah, as you can see, the runic eggs are also something you can just use for yourself. If you don't fuck it up like I just did. But they're also in the category of trap that you can just, you know, walk around. Probably won't be that easy in combat. That was unnecessary damage. Fucking at the parries again. Even with a shield. Okay. I'm just gonna have to... remove that. Remove. 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 Why does the remove not work? Okay. plus one level on cursed items. Not necessary. I don't really attack with the... Like, this would be the exact same effect. 7 dexterity is cool though, it's good though. 7 dexterity is basically worth it nearly. Boss, gold, boss, yeah. So my shield is now a level higher. Probably won't make any difference. And I fucked up. I didn't see that I'd get the final curse. Oh, very bad, very bad. Okay. Boss is now a priority. Sorry man, but I'm gonna need to fuck you up. Please don't do those. Also stop running away. Okay, so that also is not a ranged attack. Okay, so very low HP for the final for the eel boss, for the eel avatar. Oh, but should be possible if I don't fail horribly. Especially I should get a bit of healing on the way there. Maybe it's a bolt. Could also have been a healing phone. But yeah, I still get 10% healing from the door. I heal 2% for every enemy I kill. I just need to make sure I don't take more damage than I heal. Kill with the sword, so you get the healing as well. Base natural cause, remove corruption instead. Okay, so those are not ranged attacks. Can I better wait? Yes, I can. As long as I leave with more HP than I enter, I'm fine. Okay, 600 HP. Since I don't take additional damage in the darkness. I should probably just go ahead and turn off the light. Gonna be honest, the spiked shield is just so much better than the cursed shield. Like, it's not even funny. Don't heal. I jumped into the wrong one. The wrong one is way too aggressive. Okay. That one was too aggressive for my taste. Yeah, I should have kept the spike shield. So, what do we have? We have a lot of poison. The whip. This is basically corruption removal. A whip can technically weaken enemies, which would make the throwing axis better, but it's always a charge attack and that's not really worth it. This one has the spiked shield, which already makes it wonderful. The bow is okay, but take the shield. And fun fact about this mace, it illuminates, so you're always in light and always take like 50% less damage. Not quite, like 33% less damage. But it's just straight up damage reduction. Until you get the Torch of Sorrow. Eagle first, unfortunate. It doesn't illuminate quite as far as the torch, but I'm pretty sure it also shows traps. The only downside of this thing is it's a mace. And maces aren't that good of a weapon. They only have a 3-hit combo and don't even deal all that much more damage than a sword. Only the main advantage maces have is they deal additional damage on a charge attack, and that isn't even that much. I believe normally charge attack deals like 1.5 times damage, except for like the claws where it crits, but yeah, you know. I really like the gold gun, but I want to keep the shield. Nothing really all that good here. Lightning attacks and the secondary weapon will be a shield. And it will keep being a shield. So, no more passive illumination. Means I have to keep the torch out to see traps. But a lightning hammer has the advantage of the charge attack hits basically everything in an area. And due to how lightning weapons work, I don't know if I ever said it. Basically, whenever you hit something, it gets electrocuted, and if you finish with a lightning weapon, if you use the finisher, it triggers all of the electrocutions into a lightning bolt. That deals additional damage, sets them on fire, and illuminates so they deal less damage. Lightning is not that bad. Can deal a lot of AoE if you spread your attacks evenly. And I don't even know if the electrocution has a duration or if it's just permanent until triggered. Okay, first dark swiftness. Okay. And a challenge room. Dark swiftness as always, you become intangible. You get better. Come on. You get better iframes, but no more perfect dodges. 1550, I can live with that. Even if I took way too much damage. Unneeded damage. That's a path forward, that path is blocked. So there be traps here. Really bad traps. What you guys also can do, you can electrocute those torches, and as soon as you lightning strike somebody, it turns them on. Okay, apparently it does expire. But yeah, as you can see, it can deal quite a lot of damage. But then again, Poison Claw. Which is still basically my favorite weapon in the game. My favorite normal weapon. And I have to add, there are some cool cursed weapons around. Plus the Alchemist gun, the money gun. Mirror mode, so that's the curse that gets tossed out first. Okay, so finish with the shield here. No offhand combo. Because the shield deals like 6 times the damage. That's a bit of unnecessary corruption. Poison knife. Perception. This is an upgrade. Based on constitution, it's not much, it's something. Okay, fight the monstrosity, get rid of the mirror mode. The gold chest now inflicts corruption, but they contain more gold. Not that bad. Like, I'm playing for corruption instead of corruption, so I keep more gold anyway. Well, very too early. That swing has such a weird timing. Right, no perfect dodges, I forgot. That swing is so weird. Okay, so now I accomplished basically nothing. This is a really bad set. A pistol gets the bonus damage because it's a claw. Cursed sword. A really good cursed sword. That I will take. The minus 50% damage against uninjured foes is not that relevant. Like, that's basically nothing. But 50% extra damage against bosses, champions, and elites can definitely help a lot. Alright, I have a whip, not a shield this time. Poison attacks, probably not gonna happen. No broken wall there. Couldn't destroy it anyway, I just realized. This is one of the traps, by the way, where the curse that makes the intangible is really bad. Because you can roll into one and you don't see it because your torch is now out. So you don't see it until it's already triggered when your torch comes back. Gonna need to upgrade that sword a bit. Damage against non-boss is currently lacking heavily. Torch of Sorrow. Well, I will absolutely take that. Torch of Sorrow again is the curse that makes it so I no longer take additional damage in darkness. Which is the main reason why you turn on the lights, so to speak. Okay, 150. Not best performance. And I just realized, yeah, the whip deals 4 times the damage of the sword. Should probably use finishers of that. Especially since it deals the damage in an AoE. Better secondary or a two-handed heavy or bomb. Often combo this critical damage. Yes, that is it then. The other two effects aren't that important. Base damage per point of perception is okay. The bonus damage if it's a throwing weapon is irrelevant. But the shield itself, it's the spike shield. Regular enemies can spawn additional creatures when killed. That gets tossed immediately. Are these also? No, they are just decoration. So the bats, fun fact, are apparently afraid of fire. Because they always run away if you pull out your torch. Poison Claw. I would love to, but no. Unfortunately, I cannot dual wield a claw and the claw and the sword, because if I could, I absolutely would. Go for the upgrade so you can get to the boss, then toss out the bats. Also probably upgrade the sword. That will cost me an arm and a leg. Most likely literally. Not the bat. Like, this, if a weapon cannot kill one of the bats in one hit, you know it doesn't deal damage. But then again, that sword is there to fight bosses with. Also, it staggers enemies. Upgrade the sword, yes. It is expensive, but it's early on. I should be able to shoulder that. I am at 4 curses now. But unless the 2 curses I get now are very bad, it should be fine. Flamethrower traps activate automatically. Non-factor or regular healing effects are disabled. It's the one where I get blood from Greekers instead of money. It's bad, but not that bad. I jumped into that explosion. This was a very bad start. But it should be fun. Oh, that was the dash through. 1, 2, 3. Fuck. Third hit parry too early. 1, 2, 3. I missed the first hit because I was too far away. Ironically, blocking just the fourth hit is easier and deals basically the same damage. The only reason why you would parry all three of those is because of the shield, because of the spiked shield. But it's not really all that much damage. Okay, 2 very good relics. One that heals me when passing through a door, and the other one reduces corruption on blood offering. 30% no less. Or 30% less to be precise. Really useful, both of them. Happy I got them. Bit unhappy that it's the variant that only heals 4% when passing through a door instead of the bigger 12% one. I set myself on fire with my own bomb. The shield still deals like double the sword's finisher on an offhand combo. Shield not to be underestimated. Oh yeah, right. I get healing currently from Greekos. Do not forget, it's kind of important information. All of these suck. This one is technically really good, but it requires you under the final curse, and that's just not worth it. Okay, back to 4 curses. How close are... Oh, I only get one boss. Only one champion. Need to be a bit more conservative now then. And I'd actually like to take the boss on the left, because regardless of whether that's the... Well, I do have the anti-boss sword. So both the Witch and the High Lord should be okay. I'm kinda missing... The last times I fought this guy, I was kinda missing the weird swipe attacks. Oh, there they are. The fact that he's not just permanently weakened increases my damage output so much. Okay, which curse will be gone? This one I get. No, I need the money. Lightning attack's not gonna happen. Poison? If it were poison bombs, I would probably take it, but not with a spear. The two-handed weapon currently is basically just there for taking down walls. But if it was poison, I would take it. If it was a poison bomb, apply poison to bosses. Each turn imposes the payment, but heals me if I can pay, and damages me if I can't. The poison bombs would be really good because I would just apply poison and then attack with the sword to stack it, which is easily possible since it's a darkness weapon. Lightning baby needs to go again. Worth taking a bit of damage to kill that thing. Alright, Rico's heal me, right? Keep that in mind. What are my... It's the poison bombs. Well, and there they are. Was just thinking, what are the attributes? But it would be like plus 100% damage against bosses and elites, which granted is cool, but not that relevant. Because, as stupid as it is, most enemies in the run are not bosses. Okay. Toss a bit of poison on him, and then stack it with the sword. Don't run away. As long as he has a bit of poison on him, the sword will just double it and double it. More bombing you. Okay. Now I can get rid of this one again. Increased weakened effects duration. That happens with the shield. 3 dexterity would also be cool, but I believe I already have. No, that was last run. I'll take it. Mainly for the 2 dexterity. I only have a crit on the last hit. Not that relevant really. I could really use something to just permanently decrease the uh to just remove corruption. I also could use something to remind me to not stand in enemy attacks. That's an elite, so get rid of the archer boy first. I could use the relic that gives me that reduces corruption and recall as well. Or anything that reduces corruption. Okay, elite archer boy. Don't stand in the dark spots. I was too late. It didn't count as Greek kill anymore. I cannot afford the attributes. Therefore, I will take the money. That's Elskers, okay. $1200, can live with that. Oh yeah, right, I have the 50% more damage. Didn't really notice much of that, gonna be honest. Okay, I'm at 72 with 4 curses. I need to win this so I can remove a curse. Or get something really sick. Didn't see the attack. Okay, well, last curse. Very bad. Is the damage I take from the curse increased by the... Oh, it's a challenge. Well, bye. Is the damage I take from the curse increased by the 50% from the headless curse? That would be interesting to know. I forgot. Offhand combo. For sick damage. I unfortunately do not... Do I have time? I don't really care. I have the weapons I want. Okay. So whether or not I beat the boss now is an absolute fucking gamble. I need to be fast. Fortunately, I have the fast boss shield. I also have a fast boss weapon. I still take 50% more damage from the curse. I just noticed. Well, fuck. I completely forgot about that. Damage against elite champion bosses. Anything interesting here? Otherwise, I'll just take the fast shield. Okay. Fast shield it is. Very linear pattern here. Fortunately, I cannot grab the attributes and the first boss. But the first boss is generally a ranged boy. Wait, all of the third bosses are first bosses are ranged boys, right? Yeah. The hunter, who also summons ads and is annoying as hell. The witch with a stupid skull attack. And the storm boy. Not interested. Then the second bosses are simple parry guys. Basically just like training. The monstrosity. The aberration and the cursed twins. the jaguar, the eagle, and the snake, respectively. Okay, first curse. Please be interesting. Please be Torch of Sorrow. Or the Dead Cells curse. Blood offerings do not cost corruption, they cost health instead. That is bad, because I do not have an option to heal yet. Take it. Oh shit, was he too far away for the lightning yet? You, stop healing. Nah. Thankfully, he missed me. How? I don't know. Lightning attacks. So the second weapon, the shield is basically set. Yeah, go for it. 400 health is okay for the damage it can deliver. Especially now I have lost health, it gets a base damage immediately. Plus the healing effects, sure. That should be a chest, I believe. Gold offerings remove corruption. Nope. Just remove the corruption directly. So the mace is interesting, the cursed mace, because the lower you are, the more damage you deal. But generally you don't want to be low HP. Because if you want to go a high risk build, you just take the Sword of Conjunctivius. Which is basically the cursed sword from Dead Cells. Like, literally. I say it's basically cursed sword from Dead Cells. It's just literally the cursed sword from Dead Cells. Bit more damage. Mace deal more damage. So the positive side, since I'm not using corruption, I'm not really high in the curse department. If I found something to heal me with easily, well, if I found something to easily heal me with, like the greed kill thing, this curse would be wonderful. Because it basically means you never get other curses again. On the other hand, you're always basically pretty low HP. You could probably also use this curse for a constitution build. I wanna get rid of it anyway. Okay, monstrosity boy. Or girl, I don't know. Yeah, acceptable damage. I thought he would use the big punch. No, he just really likes to go for the ground punches. That was a close one. More damage in darkness. Sure, why not? And get a curse back. The curse is regular enemies are concealed. You deal more damage in darkness. Well, that's unfortunate. That's not the correct darkness curse. And I'm an idiot. Recur removes corruption. Yeah. If it had heal on sacrifice, I would have probably tossed it. But the effect is good. And a bit of corruption removal that it would have given me. No. This one gets tossed. I had hoped this would be a chest. Okay, boss in one room. I have one hit health. Considering the boss generally deals about 150 upwards. And I do not have any possibility to heal myself. Except if the relic sacks for health. Which it does. Now I have 2 hits health. Still not all that impressive. Oh yeah, by the way, if you hit something that is electrocuted with a darkness weapon, it immediately tosses the lightning at him. Sets him on fire, after which you probably hit him again immediately, which extinguishes the fire and makes him weak. More damage on the mace. I have enough space. As of now, that's one more curse. Then I'm at 2. The one I have currently is for the boss fight positive. Taking damage causes hallucinations is not on the other hand. Okay. No mistakes. Not a single mistake is allowed. On the other hand, Mace slaps the boss. Well, there was my mistake. It appears I lied. One mistake was allowed. Okay, storm number 2. Those storms are way too close for comfort. that is storm number 3. Okay. Lucky the one hit I ate didn't kill me. Remove the hallucinations. Fortunately, I cannot take you, Poison Claw. Or Constitution Claw. Yeah, but I basically went in without health, so I'm happy that I managed it. Also, hi Toby. Temple's Bite. That is a spike traps are not triggered. That's Fire Temple, okay. So you managed to complete your Fisty Boy. What did you change? Is it a Ruffian now? Where did you go with Thief? Scoundrel. That was the faint boy you said, no? That would be the hunter, that would be the twins. To the left then we go. So you go with the scoundrel slumping fist archetype. Is it a monk then or a martial artist? Because you said that the martial artist gets the stances earlier. Oh, come on, can I not parry this guy? Apparently I can't. Yeah, the stumbling stance was clear. But you get the stumbling stance on level 1 for the monk, if I'm not mistaken. So you would basically take the dedication and then the feat for the stance. Which, if you take the martial artist, you would also take the dedication and then a feat for the stance, no? Every one of your 8 slots is locked. 3 divine favors. Not that bad, I just don't really need the favors right now, I guess. Yeah, right, but do you need the martial artist for that? Because I thought that's the... I thought that's a monk thing too. Can you not get the stumbling feint with a monk? If the prerequisite is... when does the martial artist get it? Yeah, does the martial artist get it earlier? Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, yeah, then that makes sense. Then you get them... Do you play human? Do you play human for the additional dedication feat on level 9? Okay. What level is the underwater fighting thing from the Undying? Is that a level 1 feat? Okay, so you can't take... So you can't take the additional general feat. Or the additional skill trainings, which are also really stupid because they auto-level to master. Like, the human gets a lot of really stupid feats. If you want to min-max that, you probably go with human anytime. Fire attacks won't happen. Healing effects I already have. Doesn't the Undyne get low light vision automatically? Oh no, right, the versatile only increase. The versatile doesn't give additional bony, they only increase what you had. I nearly hit myself with the void bomb. Yeah, you cannot be sure that the character will be in the same setting, right? Like, it could be that we're back on mainland or in, I don't know, Tian Sha or something. I mean, sure, there will be water around basically everywhere probably, but you can't assume we're just gold digging in the new setting when that character comes into play. And like, yeah, sure, all of the characters I made have the underwater marauder feat, because I didn't know what else to put in those skill feats. Like, there are way too many of those for way too few. I'm a fucking idiot. Ah, that was really fucking stupid of me. Wait, what negative effect do these have? Minus 50% damage against energy foes. Okay. Not a bad. Yeah, I read through those dual class variant rules you posted. I like the idea, but there would be so much stupid min-maxing shit we would do. Uh, our GM would most likely just he'll just go and change the system again. But yeah, with the dual classes, I thought of some very fun things. Why is everything an elite here? I find the idea funny, but yeah. Selim would probably get an aneurysm or a heart attack. Rogue Swashbuckler. If the finisher triggers sneak damage, that would be really insane. But what I first thought of was like Oracle of War champion, because you'd have insane tankability from the champion's armor and fast healing from the Oracle. You'd basically be unkillable. There are actually some fun spells you can use to steal shit. There are few classes though that get more reactions, like the Swashbuckler also gets more reactions per turn. But that's generally always limited to something, like I believe the champion gets an extra reaction for shield block specifically. The Swashbuckler gets one for a riposte. Yeah, the Swashbuckler gets a feat later on that gives him an additional that gives him an additional reaction for reposting something. Yeah, but isn't that only for his specific reaction? Like, isn't that only for his champion, for his champion smite? Right, that was what I meant. The Swashbuckler gets a feat that gives him one reaction for parrying, for riposting, but he gets a follow-up feat for that, and this follow-up feat gives him one reaction at the start of each enemy's turn. So basically he gets a reaction for every enemy. Which is a lot more than 3. And I just noticed the Snake Temple is 3rd. Fuck, I hate that. Yeah, but the Swashbuckler also gets the one that allows him to riposte anything regardless of reach. So yeah, the Swashbuckler has actually really strong reaction game. Is that specifically on shield block? Or on... or just on being attacked? Like, I know the champion has attack of opportunity, which already makes him a really strong class. I didn't keep stamina to dodge. I'm surprised how much health I still have. Probably all these sacrifices. Unblock. Oh yeah, but he gets the one that he has his shield raised at all times later, right? A reaction on attack. Okay. I don't know. Do you, by the way, know, are there runes in Pathfinder 2 specifically for shields? I know there were some in Pathfinder 1 that were specifically meant to enchant shields. but I... No, well, I took damage. I don't know about Pathfinder 2. Okay. Okay. Why is everything an elite? Like, is that necessary? Like, if I'm not mistaken, the shield doesn't actually count as armor anymore in Pathfinder 2. So you couldn't even put armor runes on it. Like, I'm pretty sure a shield now counts directly as a weapon. Upgrade this one, I guess. 4,800. How many rooms do I have? Quite a few, so that should be okay. No, I'm pretty sure the shield just counts as weapon. It's listed as a weapon. It's listed in the weapons table. Like the shield spikes and the shield boss and things like that. They count as weapon attachments. So I'm pretty sure shields now count just as weapons permanently, not as type of armor, or as a separate shield sub-equipment class. But yeah, by the way, while making my champion, I found out the only reason for dual wielding. I believe I told you this yesterday, but I'm not sure. Is to use different runes and different materials. Also, some of the materials are really fucking stupid. Like, there is a material that just permanently... Nah, there's a rune that if you hit someone, he's just frightened. You can combine... If you use that rune on a ruffian with the Dreadstriker feat, you basically always have him flat-footed. But wait, is the Dreadstriker feat for the ruffian specifically, or is this just general rogue feat? Because if you hit someone, he's frightened. If he's frightened, he's flat-footed, and then you deal sneak damage. Which is probably a really good rune for any kind of rogue. Well, I unfortunately can't look at the moment because, you know. But there is a rune. I put it on Scarbrand, on my champion, on one of his weapons. Because I thought it's fitting. By the way, he's now a champion with the barbarian archetype. Because I wanted to rage. And he is definitely a candidate for the dual class thing, because then I just make him a barbarian champion. No, the swashbuckler specifically states you need to demoralize him. The Swashbuckler doesn't work on status effects, it works on actions you do. And the one is demoralizing. This doesn't demoralize, it just gives them the frightened status effect. And since you're not demoralizing, the Swashbuckler thing doesn't trigger. I thought about that. And by the way, there is a archetype, the Pistolero or something, which is basically just a gunslinger way transformed into an archetype because someone found it funny, I assume. And the guy gets a lot of feats that just use performance with a gun. If you use that with the Battle Dancer Swashbuckler style, you have an insane amount of just different performance actions you can do to demoralize enemies, to fascinate enemies. I thought that'd be a really cool idea to just like have this guy Way of the Strider like. Fuck. I should not have come here. Just Way of the Strider like with a pistol and like a rapier. Who basically just runs in, uses performance with his gun to feint against anything in sight, and if he manages the performance check against a single enemy, he gets panache to finish something. Yeah, the juggler idea is still super stupid. Like, I have my alchemist juggler done. And I'm really looking forward to just juggle alchemical bombs around and then throw them at people. Which is probably something I shouldn't say on YouTube, but whatever. Yeah, I believe you made a juggling rogue, right? And I made a juggling alchemist with bomb specialization. I also thought about there is an archetype that is just a guy who picks up shit from the street and punches people with it. But he's really good at it, so he gets additional damage dice for improvised weapons. So I thought about basically just have this guy pick up rocks from the street and throw them at people as improvised weapons. And normally improvised weapons have 1d4 as absolute maximum. But this guy increases their damage dice, so I'd find it really funny if you just take this guy, have him pick up like a rock from the street and toss it at people for 1d8 or something. I cannot afford upgrades. Okay, boss time. Well, this is a rotten fight already. Especially if I fuck up the parries again. Hey, what? Just fucking hit him. Yeah, you made it barbarian if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, as no, because you can only juggle light bulk. Would be funny, yes. Pretty sure it's not possible. Okay. Do I take the risk here? Randomly healed? No. Okay. Final. What is my highest level relic? It's the one that passes through a door. I do not give a shit about that. But yeah, you should look up the. You should look up the. I don't know what it's called, like improvisation master or something. But you can basically just pick up a chair and shank a man with it. Okay, Clovis time. Gonna be honest, I'm happy enough that I even fucking reached him, considering my first 3 runs ended at like the first boss. Okay, Clovis has no chill today. Okay, what do we have? Healer needs to die first. Lita probably do last. Yeah, as mentioned, I first started with thrown weapons as well. I looked at archetypes I could use for, if you remember the thief, Mr. Knife, I intend to do. With like 10 throwing knives already in his inventory. I thought about what archetype I could use for him. And that's when I stumbled across the juggler, basically. I was like, yeah, that looks like fun. But then I thought later on that this would be really funny with an alchemist who just tosses bombs, who just tosses bombs at people, who like juggles at first to be like, yeah, this is really funny, and everybody looks at me, and now I'm a fucking champion with a bomb. Also, I'm probably dead here. But yeah, Mr. Knife also still exists. Uh, he has poisons now. Okay, at least I'll reach second phase. Happy enough about that. Oh, okay, second phase. Please be the axe. It is not the axe. Fuck. Took too much damage on the summon phases. Yeah. Okay, let me look. This is the money gun. Money gun is always fun. Not that impressive. Two different types of scaling, also not that good, not that impressive. Money gun it will be next time. Anyway, it is past 10 PM, therefore I will leave and I bid you good night. Whoever actually sometimes watches this.